And in our diocese, we have a number of parishes that are located on First Nations lands and reserves. And so the parishes that are being served by the Oblates in the Archdiocese, where a lot of First Nations, First Peoples live, is a day that we honor the Indigenous heritage and traditions and customs. And this celebration came into Canada in 1996. And it's only in the last maybe 10 or 15 years that it's become more prominent and promoted more and more. And especially since in these last 10 years, Indigenous relations between the Church and deeper Indigenous harmony in our country is something we're trying to work on. And we, as a parish, our parish was designated as an Indigenous Métis parish in 1992 by Archbishop Joseph McNeill. And since that time, this parish has taken on a special identity to promote the Indigenous culture within Christianity, which really is part of the whole spirit of incarnation. When Jesus was incarnate, he took on a human nature, and he took on a human life that was centered in Palestine about 2,000 years ago. He learned a language, he had customs that he was taught, he lived in a neighborhood. And so that's what God does, is he takes to himself those things that are of our lives in order to create a bond that will allow us to receive all the things from God's life. So Pope Francis visited 4 places in Alberta when he came for his penitential pilgrimage. He visited Maskwacis. Later that day, he came to Sacred Heart. He went to Lac Sainte Anne, and there was another site I believe he visited. And he came to Sacred Heart. We had recently had a fire, and the church had just been refurbished, and so it seemed to be an ideal place to host him. To reveal a parish where Indigenous Catholics and Catholics from the settler community were living their faith, serving the poor, trying to spread the good news, and it seemed to be a sign of what the future ought to be for church relations with Indigenous people.